Look at that view. Anyway, this is a little adventure video. I'm going up and doing a 4-day hike on Hinchinbrook Island. It's called the Thorsborne Trail, and it's 4 days, and you get a ferry from Cardwell next to the island, and you go over to the north point, and then you hike down for 3 nights, 4 days to the south point. You get picked up and back to Cardwell. It's about 32 kilometers in length. Going there with a friend. It's my first multi-day hike, and the whole island is just, there's no buildings. There's about 40 people allowed on the island at any one time, so booking it is pretty hard. Spots are filling up, and there was a lot of unavailabilities because of school holidays and all that. But we got there in the end. We booked it a few days ago, so it was a bit of a spontaneous sort of decision to do it this soon. Yeah, that's it. Should be fun. Cheers, matey.
No worries, we will see you in a few days. Enjoy.
See you Thursday, mate.
No worries, thank you.
Safe travels. Cheers, mate. And it's friggin' raining. Oh well, still gonna do it.
And we have officially started the Thorsborne Trail. We are currently walking out to Ramsey Bay and walking along Black Sand Beach down to the first rainforest section, where we will try and find the entrance to Nina Peak.
In there for sure. Alrighty, it is pissing down rain. Just trying to wait it out, but it's getting worse. Not good. Not good. Oh well.
While we were there waiting out the rain, we discovered that we missed the entrance to the unsigned Nina Peak hike. So we decided to leave our big packs there undercover, pack and take our little day packs up with some food and water, and hike up to where we are currently. Not the highest point, but probably the safest point. We only had to backtrack about 2 kilometers, but it was definitely worth it for these views.
Doing a bit of rock hopping, heading from Nina Bay to Ramsey Bay. Just got to follow these orange arrows over here. Just got our camp set up. Alright, that's day 1 done. So this morning at 9 o'clock we got off the boat there and walked all the way down to Nina Bay, and then we missed the Nina Peak, so we backtracked with our day packs up to Nina Peak. And then we're back to Nina Bay for lunch, and then right now we are at Little Ramsey Bay, and tomorrow we are going from Little Ramsey Bay to Zoe Bay, which is 10.5 k's. So it looks like it's going to be the biggest walk of the trip, the biggest day. Would you have a look at that? What a day! We just woke up, had a bit of brekkie, walked down to get water through there to the creek, filled up some bottles and and all that. So day 2. It's 8:30. We are just leaving South Ramsey camping area. We've got our reef shoes on because I think there's some water crossings up here. Come across a little beautiful spot and fill up our waters, and just having a little bite to eat. I'll show you my little water filtration setup. You fill this bag up, like you unscrew it, fill this bag up, close it, hang it up in a tree, and then attach it all together, and you get nice fresh water. It's probably drinkable as is, but just in case. Yep, another creek crossing. So off with the hiking shoes and on with the reef shoes. They're so handy. We have made it to Zoe Bay. It's a pretty nice spacious campsite, so I think tonight we might set up over here. Just set up our camp at Zoe Bay. Now we're heading to Zoe Falls. We're probably going to spend the whole arvo at the falls and have a swim.
At the time, but this would be the last chance we experience nice clear weather on the island.
Okay, it's currently 5 o'clock in the morning. It's been raining all night, and we were hoping to see a sunrise this morning. We're hoping to pack up and go up to the top of Zoe Falls and have brekkie, but it looks like we're gonna pack up in the rain. Not ideal at all, but it's just the way it is.
So fortunately this tent has an outside and a bottom that can be connected. Nice hot porridge and coffee. So we're supposed to cross here, except we might go up to a bit more open area up there. So I'm going to go test it with me pack. And if it's too dangerous, I'm not going to go in, but another guy came up before and he went across and he reckons it's alright. So it's gone down. We've been here maybe an hour and it's gone down to maybe 200 mil. So, alright, I made it. So This is the path here. That's where we came yesterday to come down for a swim after crossing it down there, but today it's too much water, so carefully came up from the creek crossing all the way through this wide section here where the rocks are, holding on to everything. I've got my pack on, and you basically come up to where this is. So I'm going to drop the pack off here, go back, get Vanessa's pack, and go from there. There's only probably about knee height. Just trying to target those less sort of closed in sections where it funnels in. You just want to get like a really wide area to cross and just hold on to the rocks, and it's easier than what I expected. Yep, this is it. Okay, we've just crossed Diamantina Creek. Luckily, it was sprinkling just as we started. And by the time we got to the end here, it's pissing down rain. We came across this right there, slowly but surely, and if I put it this way, I don't want to be doing it in half an hour. We were very lucky. That is incredible. That's great timing. I'm so happy with that. That worked out so perfect. Relief. Oh, this GoPro's fogging up, but just fortunately the rain stopped. We've just set up. I've just got the outer open, trying to dry it out on the inside. Yeah, there's mozzies everywhere. Yeah, this is a big test physically and mentally this trip. Holy crap. If it wasn't raining, it would have been so good, but yeah, the rain's made it really undesirable, to be honest. Everything's wet, everything's got dirt and mud, crap all over it. One more night, and then tomorrow morning at 10:30 we go down and cross a tidal crossing. How's that fog going? That fog's crap. Okay, this is our final night. We are having a little treat tonight with some apple pie. Have a look at that.
Apple crumble.
Apple crumble. Good old backcountry cuisine. Okay, it's 5:40 on Thursday. This is our last day. We get picked up at 10:30 this morning, so not a bad sleep. I think the more that I sleep in the tent, the more that I'm getting used to it. Just the rain and the noise and everything. So yeah, just packing up now. Still raining. Not as bad as yesterday morning, but we packed up our camp from Mulligan Falls. It rained again, of course, so we skipped brekkie, we packed up, and we're going to aim to get to the tidal crossing at 9:30. Yep, another creek crossing. Has to be like the 20th 1A out of the whole trip. And I would imagine if it wasn't raining so much, this would be dry, because they did advise to fill up your water at Mulligan Falls before you leave. Okay, we have made it to the beach. 2.5 k's from Mulligan Falls, and now we go another 5 k's down the beach to get to the boat. We just spotted some little piggies. Just coming up to the tidal crossing. It's going low tide, still might be a bit high, but we'll wait and see.
Looking back on this part of the footage, I definitely do not advise going through this part until the tide is at its lowest. It was about an hour away from low tide and it was still coming up to our hips. But the fact that I can't see the bottom, and Hinchinbrook Island is crocodile country, they could have been anywhere.
The finish line is just around that point, right on the end there. Another couple of K and then we are done. Not too further now. Come around that point. Now there's another point and hopefully George Point is just here somewhere. We made it. George Point. Alright, just had a bit of a bite to eat. We've probably been here about 40 minutes. Look who's arriving. Oh, there we go. We're just at the Cardwell Caravan Park, sorting out everything. Fortunately, it's not too bad weather. Big load of laundry, and we've got our tent stuff all hanging up there, drying out nicely. Just going to sort out some stuff and go get some dinner. So that's all the food I had left. That was all left over. I didn't go through as much coffee as what I thought. Peanut butter. Alright, so it's been about a week after the hike. Since the hike, I've gone down to Townsville, to Magnetic Island for 5 nights, and then 2 nights in Townsville, and then I'm back up here in Cardwell. So of course it's sunny weather. It hasn't rained since I left the island, but that's camping. I recommend doing the hike after a little bit of rain, but not a decent amount, because there is a lot of water crossings, and because there was a high catchment area of water. The water crossings in the map, they weren't even water crossings, but because there was so much rain, they became pretty rapid, so it was pretty sketchy at times. But yeah, we made it work, and we just had to wait it out. Like, I think at Zoe Falls we had to wait about an hour or two, and then sort of go diagonal, not across, sort of up towards the falls was the easiest part. And after that, Mulligan Falls, what was it, Diamantina Creek, that was sketchy. We started doing it as the rain was coming down. So we had to just get across, and then by the time we made it back up to the other side, like in the video, it was pretty rapid. So 2 nights in Cardwell, then we're going up to Mission Beach, which is up there somewhere, and then up to Cairns, up to Port Douglas, Cape Tribulation. Hopefully see some crocodiles. I want to see a crocodile in the wild. I've not seen one yet, and it's gonna happen. So it makes me think, for that tide crossing that we crossed when it was up to our hips, that was a bit sketchy. Probably wouldn't do that again. After we hiked, we stayed at the same Beachcomber resort or caravan park, Beachcomber Caravan Park, and it was so good because we had, all the gear was wet. They have these big clotheslines with a steel, sort of like maybe 20 meters of steel cabling. We cleaned and hung everything out. It was the best weather, and everything was dry within an hour. We did a big load of washing. Highly recommend that place for a stay. If you got a van or you got a tent, or you can stay at the cabins for $105 a night looking over the water where we are right now. Do not take a warm sleeping bag. To be honest, I got away with a jumper and a silk sleeping bag liner. That was plenty enough, even for winter. Definitely recommend taking a tarp for the top of the camp. If you've got some tents set up, you can put up a little tarp, whatever it is, just to cover it from the rain, because it's like one night, it wouldn't stop raining the whole time. And packing up wasn't great. So yeah, not a bad little view over here. Yeah, still recording. That's my final thoughts on the island. Definitely recommend Brad from Hinchinbrook Island Cruises. It's so easy, just did our packing the night before, met Brad at the harbour early morning, left our cars port of call, secure parking. I think it was at $8 a day or something, which is really good. She's really lovely too. Brad picks you up from her pontoon. She's got her own little pontoon place, and we go from there. And I think if it's low tide, you've got to meet Brad at another place. definitely recommend her, or you can park it in the porta cool for free. Not secure, but Brad reckons it's okay. So yeah, a full gear list, food, put up all the food. Food that I took was perfect. Like I had a few sachets of porridge, a few muesli bars, everything was all eaten up and consumed, and I was full each day.